Hello, greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of Little Greenhouse. And here's the view out my back door today. Beautiful where I'm at. Hoping it's good where you are too. Topic of today's video is going to be internet and phone usage when you're homeless, ways to get by, things you can do, and how to keep in contact with the other world. Also, you're going to need that stuff if you need to get a job. You're going to need to have an email and or a phone number. So we'll go ahead and take a look at those things
First
now.
and foremost, as a primary phone, even though I don't get very good reception with it here, is this LG TracFone. This was one of the cheapest models available. There was one cheaper, but this one came with double minutes for life, and that's why I went with this one. For $100, I bought almost an entire year's worth of minute. I'm going on my 7th month now, and I think I have enough for 2 more months. So I guess 3/4 of the way of the year for $100, and that's not probably even what you're going to pay for 1 month with a smartphone. So for me, this works great. For a lot of people, this will work great. A couple of problems I would talk about. Number one, when people leave a voicemail or a text, sometimes you don't get it for even up to as much as 24 hours. It's weird. I don't know why it happens. Maybe it's just that I don't have such great reception. But I've noticed that even if I drive to an area where there is good reception, I still have that problem. Sometimes there's a delay in getting a message or a voicemail. The other thing is I don't give this out to a lot of people simply because they don't seem to get the point that while they have unlimited talk and text, you don't. And that burns up your minutes every single time somebody wastes a text for something idiotic. So don't give it out to just anybody. Make sure you only give it out to people that aren't going to waste your minutes. Also, because texts are cheaper, I tend to prefer texting with this phone. A couple other things I will talk about. I don't know much about Android products, so I can't really say too much about those. But if you do happen to have an Apple iPod, there's a couple ways you can keep track of people. One is by messages. As long as you can get a Wi-Fi signal somewhere, you can send messages to anybody else with an Apple product. Phone, iPad, iPod, doesn't matter, and it works. The other thing, and I do know that they have something like this for Android. I'm not sure if it's the same company. It's Pinger or TextFree. I guess they're the same company. And what it is as long as you have internet service, it works just like a phone. You want to call somebody, it costs you minutes. As you can see, I have 35 minutes left. Texting is unlimited texting, free, totally free. To earn minutes for calling, if you want to call somebody, you can either watch videos or do other little things where you earn minutes, and you can get a few that way for free, as like emergency minutes, or you can buy them 100 minutes for 99 cents. Can't beat that price. A couple things that make this a little difficult to use. Number one, you have to have internet connection. As you can see right now, I don't have internet hooked up here, so I can't use it here. Number two, there is a slight delay in when you speak and when the other person hears your words, so you have to pause and let each other talk a little bit. This also has a voicemail, but really this is just a great way to text, and I really like using it for that. So what would you use if you didn't have any internet? Well, you can go to any business like a McDonald's, buy a cup of coffee and sit down and use the internet, that's for sure. But I prefer to go to the public library. It's free and you can pretty much sit there all day and they won't kick you out. And you can make all the calls you need and then go about your day. As opposed to having to buy a cup of coffee just for the privilege of sitting down. Also, I've sponged off of friends when I'm over. I check my email and I check my phone quick at their house. As long as I have Wi-Fi, why not use it? And they're more than happy to let me. So that was the subject of today's video. Hopefully people get a few ideas and pointers out of that. And I guess I'll see you later.
Oh yeah, and just briefly, I wanted to mention something. Recently, someone was discussing with me my ice house and gave me a hell of a deal. They said they had an old camper that they wanted to get rid of, and I could have it for free.
Ta-da! So the little greenhouse might be getting an upgrade here. More and a tour on maybe the next video. Later.